Okay, and we are live. All right. So last week, um, we were assembling the armies in Wakanda. Yep, here's where we are. Right map. Yep, outside the gates of Wakanda. Um, we got, I believe, the Minotaurs. We've got the dwarves. We have the army of Ugrin. Um, and of course the orc army. Um, I think when everything sort of cut off, um, Ted was basically defiantly telling Long Tusk that he was king and that it was his army and that they're going to work together. And if he doesn't like it, um, and sort of pleading the case for a joint effort with the armies. Um, and I believe that's where we were. So after a good bit of back and forth, basically Long Tusk just says, "Fine, screw it," and heads basically back into the castle walls. And then so there you all stand with the armies, and there's you can definitely sense an unease in the air because both the Dwarven and the Minotaur nations had recently declared war against each other, um, and so they're they don't fully understand what's going on, other than they've been summoned to go like fight some goblins, um, and they're told they've had to work with the opposition. Um, and of course, there's the army of Ugrin who have kept themselves isolated throughout the last 100 years or so, because they were running their own town by their own rules, um, and they certainly have a sense of elitism about them. And then, of course, the orcs, who are not excited at the prospect also of working with outsiders. Um, and so, what's the plan here? What's the play?
Um, Russian tactics. Send bodies.
We need to make it a competition, Clancy. Whoever kills the most goblins gets a trophy or some of your gold.
Ooh, not some of my gold, but something.
A parcel of land.
The other nations, whoever kills the most goblins has to. The other nations will build them a statue in their honor.
um,
Just like an
Make it a
MVP
competition.
statue.
Say what?
It's just a statue that says MVP, and it's one of the
Yeah,
races.
exactly. Standing balls out to the wind.
um,
Get
yeah.
less time.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of
I don't.
noise too. I mean, we're looking at the dwarven army is probably looking about 5,000 strong. The Minotaur army maybe about 3,000 strong. You get about 600 from the Ugrin army, and the orcs make up about another 2,000 soldiers. So it's a lot of people out in this area.
Okay, so Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna hop up on a wall. I'm gonna tell Agnar to also hop up on the wall.
Okay.
And then Clancy is gonna cast a spell. I forgot to pull up my shit.
Why would you do that?
Because I always forget the advanced roll, it doesn't stay up. Cool, 10. Cast prestidigitation, so Agnar's voice is loud. And then I say, Agnar, give a rousing speech.
Okay.
Uh, and then Agnar just is going to boisterously laugh. Ha 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 ha!
First of all, let's have Agnar roll some charisma.
11.
Okay. Wow. Good for Agnar.
Agnar's a charismatic boy. And then he's just gonna scream out, "Let's go fuck up some goblins!"
Cool. Um, Yeah, and so I mean there are definitely some cheers. So first in a moment there's just a little bit of silence, and then the orcs, when you say screw ups and goblins, start cheering, and then slowly the rest of the crowd sort of joins in. Um, and do you lead them in a chant of any kind?
Yeah, I start screaming, we will rock you.
Nice. um, all right, and also, could I get Clancy to roll a defy danger on? Let's go with Constitution.
6.
Okay, cool. Um, so, in the midst of all of this, a pool of fire and lava open up uh, directly beside Clancy. Um, and if this ever uploads, this nefarious looking fellow pops up from the ground. Here we go. And puts his hand on Clancy's shoulder and immediately drags him down into the lava, not to be seen. So we flashed what's going on with Clancy. Clancy, you get pulled into a hellscape with this particular demon in a suit. And he says, "I have you now, Clancy. Oh, how I have longed for this moment. You see, when you forsook your treasure, bidding it all for those blasted cards, your soul was sold to me."
As soon as he gets to that point, I cast a spell.
Okay.
8, I'll lose it after. I put a cage around his head.
Okay. So a cage forms around his head. Is it? I guess like a magical, sort of like you can see it, but it's clear kind of cage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything he's saying either.
Yeah. He keeps talking, and he like taps the box, and then
Then he starts suffocating.
yeah. Well, he's like a demon. He's not suffocating. Um, and so let's see. Let's do this. This through there. We're gonna do 6. Well, yeah. So you see him like trying to cast some magic in the box, and it wildly does not work. In fact, the box gets a little smaller around his head, and he stops casting, and then he immediately goes to grab you for the throat.
And I just backstab.
Um, I mean, maybe like a defy danger on Dex.
Ten.
My dice roller is being dumb. I see nothing.
That means you got 0.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. There it is. Why is that so delayed? That's weird. Anyways. Yeah. So you managed to backstep out of his grip, and he looks very frustrated, and then sort of starts walking towards you.
But he can't. The cage stays in place.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he goes to walk. He goes to walk, and when his head doesn't move, obviously,
I start filing my nails.
he doesn't go any forward. And so, looking bewildered and confused, he snaps his fingers, and well, actually, let's do the thing. Yeah, okay. He snaps his fingers, and a cloud of like sulfur and whatever engulf you, and you get spit back out onto the icy tundra.
Sweet. Wow, that was fun.
Yeah. And does anyone have any reaction? I mean, Clancy got swallowed by a demon in a suit in lava, and then just got spit out into like a sulfur cloud.
No, it's like a normal day
Fancy, are
thing.
you okay?
I expected things like this to happen when I'm around Clancy.
Well, and you guys should probably remember that Clancy pulled a card from the deck of many things, where basically a demon's going to pursue him, forever. So
Was that one me?
that was you for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was you. Remember when you lost all your gold? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You pulled a handful of crappy cards.
Yeah. You pulled actually all the crappy cards.
Well, he didn't pull the he didn't pull the instant death card, so there's that. All right. Well, at any rate, you're back out now with the rest of the group and the cheers and whatnot and the chants. What's so all that's happening? Gray, you're there amidst all of this, chanting and raucousing. What are you doing, or what are your thoughts here? Like, do you foresee any plan that could work here?
No, I just have to get Simba back. That's my only thing I have to do.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I can do.
Yeah.
That is what will happen. Or everyone will die.
Yeah. And Gotron, what are you and Jethro doing?
We are sitting there cheering with everyone else, trying to make as much rock hullabaloo as we can.
Yeah. Okay. And then Mist. What is Mist up to?
Mist doesn't give a crap really about what's going on. He just doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
So
Clancy's gonna cast another spell right quick.
Okay.
Cool, 12. I cast Contingency.
All right.
The trigger condition is if that devil appears again.
Okay.
It'll automatically cast Sleep.
All right. Yeah. Let's.
If that devil appears again.
It's gonna
so
take.
he what? He's just gonna instantly go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
I just have to roll a 1d4, so technically other things around me could fall asleep if it happens.
Pretty sure he
at
would
the
be
time.
prone to just be killed then.
Yeah. Well, you've already fought off a minion of his. I forget where you were, what you were doing, but the thing like popped up out of nowhere and attacked you, and
Oh, right.
yeah.
Didn't I also cage that?
Yeah.
Something happened to it.
Did.
I
So.
assume you did.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
At any rate, and then what's Melody doing?
Oh, she's here.
Yeah. She was recently just freed from dwarf jail, and then while having a drink was teleported by Clancy into a hellscape of goblins murdering dwarves, and then transported here. So it's been like a lot in just a small amount of time. Melody, hello.
No, she's still in prison.
I guess so. Amanda, can you hear us?
Amanda!
Okay. Apparently,
She's voice chatting her sexy friends. No time for us.
Right here, though.
you don't have a voice. You're not a real person.
Yeah, no one can hear you.
That's AI, Amanda, isn't it?
Mm,
Okay. So Melody seems bewildered. Got it. All right. So everyone's cheering and whatever. And while they are, sort of Ted. Ted kind of walks up to Clancy up there where he and Agnar are, and he says, "Hey, Clancy, bro. So like, everyone's real excited now for the goblin killing, but like, what's the plan?"
We're gonna go in, and and we're gonna send bodies at them, while the rest of us, what I have come to refer to as the main characters, go kill the boss.
Oh, okay.
He says, "Oh, cool." And just so we're clear, because I don't know if I'm following real well. Who's the boss?
Name. Insert name here.
Name of who?
Whoever the fuck.
Onyxia?
Onyx. Onyxia. There we go.
Yeah. Well,
Steelix.
yeah. So you've got Onyxia, and then there's also like goblins. There's Westbrook seems to be involved in all of this, obviously. So
Okay, Onyxia and Westbrook. And possibly some kind of goblin lord.
he says, "Oh, cool, cool. All right." And like, tell me again how we know where to go.
Because I'm amazing.
Didn't somebody consult something somewhere? Agnar maybe consulted something.
We had consulted something, and
Yeah.
then we sent a forward party of Minotaurs to set up a base in front of Onyxia's cave.
We'll see. But now here's the problem, right? The premonition that Agnar got told him that there was like something like just outside of this town called Maplebon.
Really
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got multiple places to go.
Yeah. So
You fucking tards.
These minotaurs, what are you gonna do?
Was that vision something slightly more specific than something?
it was basically north outside the town of Maplebon was where the vision was basically leading you.
Okay. In that case, Alakamoosh. Cast Shadow Walk.
All right, cool. Roll for it.
11.
And are you trying to shadow walk the entire army? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Cool.
Huddle together, boys!
Hold on, yeah, right. Oh, why is my stuff loading slow? Come on. No. Yep. All right, cool. Let me show you right now. So you land in these woods. Here we go, woods. Look at that woods, yay! I mean, the army is just sort of all over the place, right? Because the shadow opens up and spits out. What is it? 5, 6, 7, 8.
10 million soldiers!
About 10,000 people, give or take, here in this wood. And then there you are. So you immediately there are goblin sentries posted at the sort of entrance of this passage. Let me see if I can't pull up some goblin sentries. Seems like a thing I should have, right?
Does seem like that.
Yeah.
I hope these goblins are ready for Balloon's tower defense game.
Yeah. Well, they're the ones defending the tower, I suppose, aren't they? And you're the onslaught of whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Which goblin horde are you gonna get? This one sounds good. Bam. Shazam. Goblins. Yeah, but I mean, it's like 20 or so goblins that are sort of at the base of this passage, and obviously, I mean, 10,000 people popping up out of nowhere is going to startle some goblins, I think, and so yeah, they go to arms, but you definitely see a handful of them start peeling up the path.
I transform
Okay, for it.
into a dragon.
Okay. Poof, you're a dragon. Whilst you're transforming,
I had to switch to my webcam microphone.
okay, hey, look at there.
Put my head around Agnar too and be like, ride me.
so hard. Yeah, but
Forgot
okay.
the last word. Hard.
So without any real direction or leadership, the armies kind of just all start charging for the basin, and running and screaming. Yells of war. Um, and is anyone trying to stop that from happening, or is it just happening?
I assume they came with their own commanders.
They do, but like no one's given like direct orders, so the commanders are just calling out different things to their armies because there's no central plan. Because we
Oh,
just
Russian strategies.
Yeah.
Throw bodies.
So yeah, I mean, as they rush towards the goblins, I mean it's 10,000 versus 20. They make pretty quick work of the goblins. They die fairly quickly. But the problem,
They all start high-fiving after.
now the problem becomes is because they're always starting to try and make their way up the passage. There's a pretty massive bottleneck because this path is maybe like 4 people wide worth of space, and so then it just becomes like Black Friday. The year the Xbox released.
I
Yes,
switched it
ma'am.
over to the webcam. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. That means my microphone died, but that's
With
okay.
Agnar on my back, I'm gonna look around at anyone else and be like, anyone else want to ride? This is a party built
where?
for more
What are
than
we doing
two.
here?
Jethro and I
Sorry.
raise our hands and try to, and we hold them up. We can't get that. We can't jump that tall.
So you're like uppy, like
With my tail.
uppies,
Oh, uppies.
uppies. Yeah,
do uppies.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Agnar will reach down, grasp hands, and pull them up.
yeah. I mean, Ted definitely is like, it's like, I think I should go because I have like the goblin slaying sword, the orc's caliber. So you should definitely take me, bruh.
We're still up there.
I'm gonna reach down and like grasp him with one dragon hand.
He's whoa, yeah, it's cool.
Grasp it firmly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow.
Well, if he's gonna fly over the crowd,
In that case,
like you'll have to fight your way through the crowd because there's 10,000 people trying to.
Fine.
I'm just saying, there's like 10,000 people trying to go up this passage.
Where am I right now?
I
Can I see on the map where I'm at?
I mean, you're a part of a cluster of people in this area.
So I'm in this area and we're trying to go where? Up here?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm about to fly directly in the center as a massive distraction.
Alright. I'll just get on Danny.
Yeah. What about Gray? He's muted.
Sure, I'll go too.
Gray's muted, so if he's talking, no one can hear him.
Get off your Discord, Gray.
I'm not on my Discord. I muted myself. Yeah, anyway, yeah. No, I'm going to get on Danny.
Cool. Everyone's riding Danny. Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Danny Orgy Express. Let's go. We're gonna jump into the air and start flying further up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and so I mean, there are a number of goblins stationed along the path. A lot of them pointing and running at this point. And you can see like there's soldiers fighting goblins sort of in this general area as they push their way through, and they're slaughtering them, but it's still taking them a while to kind of get up the path because once again, like 10,000 people trying to squeeze through that passage, not great. So you see a number of things. There's like this sort of magic altar thing going on here, and there's some cave entrances. What are you looking to do?
I'm guessing we're gonna land somewhere near the altar.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what do I see around the altar as I'm flying?
There's like a conclave of goblins who are surrounding it in like hooded robes and the whatnot.
Cool. As I'm swooping down towards them, just to drop Ted on one of them.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
and then try to land on another.
do you warn Ted that you're dropping him?
Scream bombs away.
And are you trying to like toss him with any level of aim?
Somewhat.
Then roll a dex for tossing him
Trying
at
to
something.
hit the goblin with them.
Sure. He's a projectile.
9.
Yeah. Okay. You'll throw him. He definitely does land on the goblin, but he gets a little hurt in the process. So Ted's gonna take some damage. Um, let's do
Bad
this.
projectile.
Damn, a self-damaging
Yeah,
projectile.
three damage to Ted.
Hold on. What?
As he lands on the goblin. Um, it seemed like he wanted to like spear the goblin, but he just kind of like clambers on top of him. Not great for Ted. The other goblins, as this is happening, immediately start to scramble, and they start heading towards the cliff's edge. Um, so you land. Does everyone else jump off of Clancy when he lands?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So let's do this. Hold on.
Indeed.
Let me do this. Do. Where are my premium assets? Come on. All right. I need. Yep. Wow, that's big.
Thanks.
What is going on here? Killing me.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Um, Amanda, you're really loud right now, bud.
I'm gonna transform into a werewolf because I know this is about to get dicey.
Yeah.
I also want to transform into a werewolf.
Yeah. No.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, can we do that?
transform into a werewolf.
They were all bitten. Remember, I bit them
trans-
17 episodes ago.
Yeah,
The
no.
virus is now taking over.
I turn
Sweet.
into a weird
Oh,
dragon.
I just figured I hung out with
The-
Gray enough to know how to transform into a werewolf.
I'll actually. I mean, I would accept that.
I mean, that's
I'll
pretty
roll
cool.
for it though.
I'm a Clancy
Yeah,
wolf.
I'm definitely a werewolf, guaranteed.
He's so powerful when he transformed that we all transformed as well.
Yes.
Right. So
My innate
I
ability.
believe.
I'm a
Voltron
weird
Wolf go.
dragon wolf right now.
Yeah.
yeah. So you've got these 5 goblin mages, and like I said they're all sort of moving
Definitely
towards
putting
the
fire
edge.
ring on.
So Gray is transforming. Clancy has just landed. You've all jumped off. What's Mist doing?
He's jumped off and ready to fight.
Are you attacking one of said goblins or?
I guess.
Oh, you don't have to. You can just sit there and stare at them.
No, that doesn't sound like a good thing to do. Yeah,
Probably not.
I'll attack one of. Let's see, which one do I want to fuck up? I'll start from my way to the edge. We'll go with this one.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna get him with my rapier. No,
It's just a little rapier. It's not the rapiest.
Oh,
Yeah.
mhm.
it might be.
Depends on how
Oh,
poorly the
that's
fight goes.
so fucking happening.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so because my app updated, so my shit's got changed. It's taking me a second to find this crap. Yeah, that's great. 2d8 and a d4. Sweet. Alright, 2d8 and a d4. Damn. I just did 18 damage to that bastard.
Dang, you did, yeah. All right, cool. So
And he's stunned if he survived that.
yeah. So, how do you attempt to do it? I mean, what is what is the whole thing?
I'm gonna just try to stick him through the heart.
Okay. Yeah. So you definitely as you go to stab him, you you feel some resistance in the air before it reaches him. So you stab and you manage to push through a portion of that thickness, and you manage to stab him like in the chest slightly, but it doesn't go all the way in. And you do some damage, and you can see he kind of steps back, and in goblinese or whatever. He goes, and he steps back, and he's waving his wand in the air.
So just the tip.
Just the tip, yeah. That was 18. So, all right, cool. Yeah, and yeah, he does seem to be stunned. He sort of looks bewildered as you do so. What is Gotrin doing?
Me and Jethro, we're like, closest goblin, Jethro, go.
I choose you, Jeff.
I'll
Yeah.
choose you, Jethro.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
so it's gonna be one of these two here, right? Because they're at the forefront.
All right, we're
So-
just going to attack it.
You attack the same one that missed it?
Yep.
All right. Then
He gets a free attack because that dude's stunned.
he's stunned, but there are other mages that can interfere, so he still has to roll for it.
Do I get any extra bonus to
You
it?
can have a +1.
Okay.
Nice. And so how are you attacking him?
We are going to groin chop and head chop at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Roll some damage.
All right. D8 plus D10. 6.
Yeah. So your attacks fall short of his body and bounce off as though you're hitting an invisible wall.
All right. Jethro guards. He's protecting us.
Yeah. Okay.
He does a defensive guard.
Yep. And then what about Melody? What's Melody doing?
I guess I'm attacking these dudes. So the way that I do that
Which one?
is, I know. Oh, which one? Doodly dude right there, probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the one that makes them attack each other. It's been forever since I looked at that. So that would be metal. Nope. Yeah, okay. It goes to 11 because that way, if one of them, if this dude, if it succeeds, he'll attack one of these dudes, which would be deeply beneficial. And on an 8, they do attack the nearest ally, but I draw attention to myself.
Okay. So his nearest ally is this guy right here, and so he immediately reaches over with his stick and goes to bop this guy with his stick, and yep, and it seems to like bounce off the air around him as he's bopping at him. So that's going on, and the other one just kind of like looks over real quick, like, what the f, and then immediately starts casting something.
They're goblins. This should be normal.
These are
Fun.
different goblins, maybe.
Smart goblins.
So he starts pointing his wand at the other guy and starts casting. In the meanwhile, what is Agnar doing?
Before Agnar goes, Michael, does mage armor work? Is in just like a shield where it absorbs X amount of damage, or is it like X amount of hits, or is it can be either?
Um,
Or is it just
Like I
extra
don't like.
armor?
Is it like a magical barrier where you have to get to like if you have 15 armor, or I have to hit you 15 times no matter what the damage is? You see what I'm saying?
yeah. So
Or can
I guess. I guess. Well, so I. There's a way that this works, but like your characters wouldn't know how it works.
fair enough. Okay, so we got to
Right.
figure it out. All right, man. That answers my question.
So,
Thanks, Michael.
all right.
Trying to break the game.
I know. So at any rate, what is Agnar up to?
Agnar's gonna rip his axes apart and charge the one chanting.
Okay. Roll for it.
14.
Okay. And so I guess roll your attack. Is that? I assume you're just doing an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a D10, a D8, and +3, so 14 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're slicing, what part of the body are you slicing for?
The hands.
Cool. Yeah, so as you go to slice, you've got a nice full swing. And here again, as it comes within a proximity of their body, your swing slows down. And you do manage to cut through some of the almost thickness of air that you're coming through. And you do manage to get a little bit of damage in. And so you put a cut on his wrist. It does stop his casting for the moment, while the other one's still trying to beat him with his stick. He draws back and takes a few steps back, angry and upset and looking very, very perturbed. And then, let's see. Do this. Yep. Meanwhile, this one on the edge starts making his way like further over. Then what is Clancy doing?
Casting a spell.
Okay. As a dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cast Slep. Roll a d4. 4 of them. That one. That one. And then the 2 on the left. All 4 of them go to sleep.
So, okay, hold on.
And then I'll take unwanted attention from the 5th guy.
Right. Okay. Yeah, these 4 fall asleep, and obviously the one off to the side, noticing this, immediately casts a spell. Let's see. Let's do this. Why does my advanced dice roll keep going away? Stop doing
Does Ninja get counterspell? Come on, man.
You're fighting a group of mages. Yep, cool. He sends a blast of lightning, not at you guys, but at the 4 that just fell asleep, and they all take. Wow, of course. So yeah, they all take 6 damage, but they all immediately wake right back up. Then great. What are you doing?
I guess I will attack the closest one, which would probably be.
It's gonna be one of these 2.
Then I'll attack this one.
Yeah. And he's no longer stunned. His stun has been disrupted by the lightning attack.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's still at 11.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. I forgot that was even in there. That's funny. And yeah, so that was the 10, 8, and the yeah, that's good.
Okay. So 12.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's this guy here. So. All right.
And wait a minute. I looked away. I'm on fire, and he what is that? Those fists ignored defense, but I'm guessing it's magical.
Yeah. So they'll ignore half of the defense. We'll give that.
Okay.
So let's see, what does that do? Yep. All right. Yeah. So as you're swiping on him, where are you swiping? What part of the body?
I'm gonna swipe at his hand that has his wand. I'm guessing in it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, when you swipe, you catch his hand. You don't cut his hand off necessarily, but you're gashing it pretty hard. It causes him to drop his. So a few weird things happen, right? So when you swipe his hand, the fire that penetrates sort of this barrier, it sort of flares up, and so for a moment, sort of the inside area around him like lights up with the fire. He drops the wand. As soon as he drops the wand, that fire seems to dissipate into the air, and he falls backwards and like is like right against the ledge there, trying not to fall off. And he's looking kind of roughed up at this point, looking pretty hurt.
And now I use my bonus action to kick him off the cliff. Yay, he's dead. Anyway.
And we'll hold the phone. At this point, can I get? Let's see. Let me get. Let's see. I don't remember. Let me get Danny and Melody. Let me get Let me get Danny. Let me get Clancy and Melody to roll Defy Danger on your decks.
Okay, on deck.
Yep.
That's
10.
plus 1. 11.
Nice. So from these two goblins here and here, you see a magic missile careen towards you. You both manage to dodge the attacks as they whiz just right by you. The goblins seem to be cursing in Goblinese, and so while that's happening, Mist, what are you doing?
I'm going to attack that same bastard that I attacked before.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, man, I am rolling on fire today.
Nice. Yeah, roll some damage.
And a d4. Yeah, well.
Yeah. All right. So
Damage, and he's stunned again.
well, so you notice this time
That happens a lot.
yeah, there's nothing stopping your blade from entering his body. And so you pierce right through him, definitely killing him.
Sweet.
So as soon as you stab him, his body goes lifeless and he collapses, and he definitely dies. Do you Are there any observations you wish to make or convey to the group at this point?
That I instantly killed him.
Well, I mean, maybe about the whatever resistance you were hitting before you weren't experiencing now.
I will say that I'll remark that was awfully easy compared to last time.
Okay.
What?
Sure. So yeah, he did. So we delete him off the map.
He's muted.
Gotrin, what are you doing?
For the one which is that the one I hit too? The one on the left, or I hit the one on the right? I got a little confused on that.
You attacked.
I thought you missed him.
Yeah, well, you
I
missed.
hit him.
Yeah,
It did nothing.
yeah. I think it was the same
I
one.
hit him.
Yeah, it was the same one, the one on the left.
All right, we're going to try to grapple him and pull this one to the ground.
So the next one up.
Yeah, next one up. We're gonna try to pull him to the ground and make him prone.
Okay.
And it's not a D8. Would that be a strength roll or?
Maybe a strength roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. You when you go to grapple him, you it feels like he's coated in like cotton or something. So you do manage to grapple with him and get him, but it's like hard, like almost like you're grabbing him through like a thick jelly or something. It's very weird. Yeah. While you're grappling him though, he definitely is like bonking you in the head with his staff, and so you're gonna take a little bit of damage. He just hit 3 damage as he's just trying to bonk you in the head, close range, as you're like pulled him to the ground and wrestling with him. But you definitely have him like more or less restrained. We'll turn him upside down. He's upside down. Look at him. Then Melody, what are you doing?
So that one's prone, right?
Well, he's on the ground grappling with Gotrin.
I didn't do good enough to make him really.
Oh,
I mean, you can attack him. You risk hitting Gotrin though. Is the only like issue.
Hit Gotcha.
okay. Well then, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try to get this one to like kill his ally again. With it goes to 11 again.
If you can set me on fire.
Yeah, that happens.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he definitely casts fireball at his neighbor, the one that had attacked him before, until they were like cleared up. And so let's do this. Wow.
Nice.
Who sends my advanced dice roller away? You guys do it, don't you? Sabotage.
Sure.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep. So. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So he turns to this guy and just shoots a fireball right at him, the fireball doesn't seem to have the same like slowdown as weapons do as it goes towards his body. You guys notice? Hits him, burns him, a burst of flame sort of like engulfs him momentarily in a weird like it's contained around his body for a second, then he's like patting himself and whatever as he takes the damage, and he is number 3, so he's gonna take the damage. 5 damage. All right, cool. Meanwhile, let me get everyone to roll Defy Danger on their Constitution.
Fuck bean.
Hey.
Nice.
This is bullshit.
I'm gonna use my one-time
Clancy
mulligan
7,
move.
Agnar 13.
Yeah.
Jethro a 12. I got Gotrin got a 7. Jethro got a 12.
Okay. Wow. Um,
I got an 8.
yep. All right. Cool. Um, so um, we didn't have any 6 and unders. So everyone takes everyone. So everyone in the 7 to 10 range or 7 to 9 range, you take 3 lightning damage as he shoots. This guy over here shoots chain lightning again out of his staff at you guys as opposed to his friends this time, um, and that will ignore armor. So yep,
That's still fun.
yeah. But meanwhiles, what is Gray up to?
I'm gonna attack the next one.
Okay, now that's the one that's grappling with Gotrin.
Okay, then we'll just go over to this.
I mean, you can attack him. There's nothing
I'm
stopping
gonna
you.
end up hitting Gotrin in the head. Look, it's
Hit me. Just hit me.
oh,
Does Gotrin yell that out? Does Gotrin yell like, I've got him?
Get him.
okay, well, all right.
It's like
then
face
we'll-
McShooting. Come on, do it!
Well, I'll attack that one.
All right, and you'll get a +1 because he can't attack back. Actually, in fact, you can pretty much just attack him because these two guys are embroiled in each other, and this guy's just been finished casting a spell, so there's not much opposition that they're going to offer in this very moment. So you can just go ahead and roll attack.
Oh, well, alrighty then. That being said, I'm going to attack the arm that's holding the wand.
Well, so also while that's happening, Gotrin, while you're grappling with him, is there anything you're trying to do while grappling?
Hold him.
Okay.
Tickle his ball.
Okay, so now click. Oh, which one did I push? Okay, and click. And
14, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's see. Yep. So much like the other one, when you attack the hand, you hit that resistance, but you do manage to like nick like his wrist and stuff, and then you cause him to drop his staff, and so actually the fire also like burns him up for a moment before dissipating, and let's see. Gotrin, if you could roll for me just a defy danger on you can either choose Dex or Constitution, your choice.
Constitution. No.
Cool. All right. So when he drops the staff, there's like a almost like an air explosion. You feel the heaviness that you around him suddenly just like blow away, and so it does knock you off of him, and it just sort of knocks you on your ass. So you get knocked just a little ways away from him, and he sort of tries to start scrambling to his feet. Now, while that's happening, Clancy, what's happening?
Clancy's gonna cast another spell.
Right.
With the 10, I cast sleep again,
All right.
and 4 again. All of them sleep.
Okay. So yeah, all 4 of them fall asleep, and they're all asleep momentarily, at least.
I'm gonna gently scoop one into my mouth and then bite down.
Which one?
That one.
Okay. Roll a strength roll on the bite.
What kind of bonus do I get for being a dragon?
I'll give you bonus to damage, not to attempt. Wow, nice.
13.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes. So you can add an additional D8 to your regular damage.
7 damage.
Cool. So yeah, you he's still like gripping his staff firmly in his hand, even though he's asleep. Um, it's like chewing on a marshmallow. You can't seem to quite like connect with like the bone and sinew that you want to, and so you're like chewing him like a piece of gum. Yeah,
An extra gummy.
yeah.
Gum as shit.
And then what's Agnar doing?
Agnar's gonna walk up to the one beside that one. That one.
Okay. Well, so you've got what? You've got
line up his axe on the back of his neck and
You-
step on it.
you've got this one in your mouth, right? So, yep. All right.
Yeah.
So, roll. Go ahead and just roll damage. And we'll see what we get.
That is D10 plus 3 and a D8.
Okay.
So 17.
17 on this guy.
To its neck.
Yep. So you don't manage to sever its head. Once again, as you're swinging the axe, you hit this resistance, right? And it slows the axe down. And so you manage to like...
Oh, I didn't swing.
Oh, okay. So...
I lined it up on its neck and stomped it.
Right. Okay. It's like you can't get but so far in. So you get enough to like cut like a nice like 2 inches into the back of its neck, and it's like you can't go any further.
That's enough to hit its spine, though.
It's not dead though. It's maybe a paraplegic now, but not dead.
We have a new pet.
So Mist, what are you up to?
I am going to. I'm going to shoot these fuckers with my lightning bow.
Mm,
Let's see what that does.
Yeah. Oh, also the I guess we'll pause it too. The one inside the dragon's mouth is waking up at being chewed by a dragon, and then also the one with the axe in the back of its neck is also woken up in shock and horror. So
cool. All right, so that's a 7. It's a D8.
and which one are you tagging? Sorry, this one over here.
Yeah, that dude that was just chilling. I'm going right for his chest.
Okay. Well, he's asleep. So
Oh, well, fantastic.
yeah.
Hey, that's sweet.
With an 8, you go to stab him, and your blade stops just short of his body.
Shot him with lightning.
Oh, lightning! Sorry, my bad. Then yeah, you light him up with lightning. 8 damage. Yep. Where's my thingy thing? Gotta be on the right.
Okay, I say lightning seems to work really well, guys.
So yeah, I mean, it jolts him awake, and you see him like twitching a little bit, and he kind of rolls because I mean he fell asleep. He rolls like closer to the edge here, looks back, sees the edge, and you can see sort of the fear in his eyes. And then he raises his staff in the air, and it starts glowing. What is Gotron doing?
We are going to hit his staff just as hard as we can as it starts glowing. Just like direct contact into the staff.
Okay. Like, are you throwing like something at it, or are you charging him?
We are swinging our things at him.
Okay.
A little bit away.
What are your things?
What you call it?
Your cup chucks?
No, not the cup chucks.
Oh,
Just
okay.
my normal flail.
Your flail? Okay. Yeah.
So from range. Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So we're just trying to jar him. It's not going to do much damage.
Okay. So, and you're trying to hit the staff, right?
Right.
Yep. Roll. So you still have to roll some damage.
Okay. Like, just normal damage on
Yeah,
that?
whatever your normal attack damage would be.
I'm rolling shit damage today.
Yeah,
6.
man. So you have a very similar experience as before. As you're swinging, your flail just sort of slows down and stops before it ever like reaches its target. And like I said, like it's hitting like a once again like jelly or something, slowing down and then stopping. Um, and is the illumination of his staff just starts getting brighter as he's like speaking goblin words into the air as loudly as he possibly can. Um, and so, Melody, what's happening?
I'm just gonna keep getting them to attack each other. That because I, don't have any general like things that cover the whole room. I can either choose one or two, and I think that since we have more than one, I'm gonna do the goes to 11 again. And try to get this guy to fight people
Uh,
that aren't us.
that guy's got an axe in the back of his neck currently.
Oh, that okay. So which one's? I'm a little confused. He's grappling still, right?
Uh,
Or no?
no, he's no longer grappling. He's uh, I think he's still asleep. I don't know if anyone's attacked him recently. Um, so this guy's got an axe
Okay,
to the
so
back of his
who's
neck.
awake and not incapacitated?
So this guy over here is like casting a spell.
Yeah, okay, then I'm going to distract him. That sounds like a good idea. Goes to 11, and no, it doesn't. Just
Yep.
kidding.
Yeah. So as you're casting, he points his now very
Going to the privy.
brightly glowing staff at you, and you get hit by some sort of like beam of light, completely not a magic you've seen before, and you're gonna take some damage. There we go. 7 damage, ignoring armor, and it blows you back several feet towards like the mouth of this archway, and that's what's happening. Yeah, and then
All right.
yep, and then let's see, gray left, gray left. Yeah.
I'm walking back now.
Okay.
I'm gonna something.
Yeah.
Let me. Which one's it? What is that thing laying down?
So that's in Clancy's mouth currently. He's chewing on him like gum.
Okay, are they all asleep?
I think this guy over here is
Yeah.
currently asleep, and he's like probably nearly dead.
Okay, well he's gonna be really dead because I'm just gonna walk over since he's asleep, pick him up, and throw him off the cliff. That's a cliff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw him off that cliff.
Yeah. Okay.
What's he gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah. I mean roll a dex, I guess.
He's still going off that cliff. He ain't waking up.
Yeah. Well, he lost his staff too, so he's staffless.
Oh, he's
yeah.
super dead.
So yeah, I mean you toss him off the cliff, and he's probably gonna die.
Well, that was my roll.
I
I tossed him off the cliff.
tossed him off the cliff. All right, cool. Clancy, this wad of gum in your mouth. What are you doing?
I'm gonna raise my head to the sky, spend a hold, and spew fire.
All right. So yeah, I mean, are you spewing fire in a particular direction?
Straight up so he can't escape it.
Okay. I didn't know if you were trying to spew him like in a ball of fire off the cliff or anything. So yeah, I mean, roll 2d8.
Roasted marshmallows.
Yep. And so let's see, that guy was
Nah.
this guy. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I mean, you propel him several feet into the air in a ball of fire. It definitely that amount of damage and the being spewed into the air out of a dragon's mouth, he does drop his staff. It falls from him as he flies up into the air, and you can see like some of his flesh being charred and whatever as he's like flying in the air. While he's flying in the air, is Agnar doing anything?
Yeah, he's finishing the job. He's gonna kick this paraplegic off the cliff.
Okay, all right.
Just punch.
Yeah. I mean, I guess roll a strength roll. You get +1 advantage on it. Yeah, I mean,
14.
yeah. You know, you see his arms and legs just like dead weight, like flailing in the air as he falls down. And screams in Goblinese. And he did.
Goblinese.
Goblinese. Yeah.
Mm.
Mist, what's happening?
I'm gonna lightning shoot that asshole again. Same guy.
All right.
Up in that corner.
Mhm.
Of course, it fails.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So as you shoot lightning before, like he's seen this, like he knows what's going on, and he shoots lightning too. So he manages to sort of like
Don't cross the street.
yeah, he manages to catch it with his staff and like redirect it back at you, like he's Uncle Iroh or some bullshit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Pyro.
Yeah.
I'll roll damage
okay.
on myself. Yay! It's not a full damage this time.
Yeah. So you take 6 lightning damage as it gets thrown back at you, knocking you off your feet. So while that all's happening, let's check in with Gotrin.
All right, so I'm kind of hurt right now. I'm just sitting there shocked. Is he gone?
Who went now?
Yeah. All right, so we hit his staff last time and didn't do anything.
Or so that guy's gone.
Gone. That's it.
So there's the one guy who's falling down, who's just been blasted in the air, and the one guy that hurled lightning towards Mist. So that's who's left.
All right, we're going to run at the one and try to the one over there that's on the edge of the cliff and try to knock his legs out from under him.
Okay, yeah. Just roll an attack. Okay.
Hey.
And then you'll have to roll some damage too. So
11.
nice. So you just
swinging at his one leg.
Right. So you barely make contact, but it's enough, right? And it knocks him off of his feet, and he falls. And like as he's falling, he sort of like grabs onto like the ledge, and he's just like hanging on to the ledge for like dear life. And because he's had to grab on, he's dropped his staff. So his staff falls to the depths as he's clinging to the edge of the cliff. Then, Gray, what are you doing?
Sorry, what happened? She was talking to me about something.
This
Who is all of them dead? Not dead.
no, this one's nearly fallen into the ground now, and this one is hanging to the edge of the cliff.
Who is he now?
Yeah.
He's hanging at the edge of the cliff.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to go running and slip, because that'll be my luck.
Yeah.
That I go off the cliff. I'm going to stroll over and I'm going to step on his fingers and watch him fall.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fallen. It's over. I'm just gonna go over there and step on him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he no longer has any defense. So definitely, you stomp on his fingers, and he just falls to his doom.
Later, my dude.
All right, cool. And then Melody, what do you you did the never mind the thing. Back to Clancy. Clancy, who's spit the thing up in the air. He's like he'll hit the ground any second now. What are you doing?
I swing my tail like a bat and try to throw him off the cliff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just roll. I guess roll a dex roll for your accuracy.
Get
You miss him.
Terrible accuracy.
You miss him entirely. He hits the ground and he takes some damage. So let's see, fall damage from a decent height. Roll this. He's very resilient to fall damage apparently. Yeah, so he hits the ground with a thud, and then Clancy misses entirely. Everyone makes fun of him for sure. And Agnar, what's Agnar doing?
Agnar's not perturbed by one goblin, so he's gonna walk up to the center of this magical altar and try to break it.
Yeah, okay. Roll a strength roll.
Six.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, when he goes to attack it, at first he experiences that same sort of gelatinous like resistance, and then a shockwave like throws him back like several feet, causing him some like concussive damage. Three damage as it throws him backwards. Yep. Mist. What's the happy haps?
I'm gonna shoot that asshole with lightning.
Okay. The one that hit the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay! It worked.
Yeah.
And he takes 5 damage.
Yeah. Clancy, can you roll a defy danger for me on I don't know, Dex or Constitution?
Damn, dude.
Both the same.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, you also get lightning damage of 5. Let's see, this guy here is taking 5.
It only spreads to other people with a plus.
Yeah, except for you failed, and so consequence.
I failed?
Yeah, you get a 7 to 9 or whatever, right? So there's a consequence of some sort.
I got a 9. I don't know if that was a fail, but okay.
Yeah. Well, 10 plus is like the perfect. You get what you want, and then 7 to 9 is there's a consequence to the thing you do,
Sure.
and the consequence is wild magic. In this particular scenario. So, anyways, Clancy takes 5, and Gray, what are you doing?
Once again, I'm just gonna go kill this one now.
Okay.
Hopefully he dies.
Yeah. I mean, he's
No, I missed.
yeah.
Obviously, I missed.
So he manages to scramble to his feet, and as you go to swing, he runs underneath you and like trips you, and you fall on your face on the ground, and you're gonna take some damage as he's starting to run away.
72 damage. Gray is now dead.
Yeah, and he's running like sort of this way, trying to scramble up this rock face. What is Gottrin doing?
We're going to start getting. Is there any like boulders I can start getting and throwing at him as he's coming up?
So what now?
Is there any like loose rock or boulders I can pick up and throw at him?
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's a craggy rock face. I'm sure there's.
We're gonna pick up one, spit on it, aim, and then throw.
All right.
We're gonna do like the whole like line them up like this with the wind, and then
Oh yeah. Yeah. Roll on your decks.
roll on my decks.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So yeah. So you throw it and then roll your base damage. Okay. Yeah. Well, so it's enough though, right? So you first of all you throw it and it like sort of splatters him on the rock face that he's climbing up, but you manage to like sprain your wrist while throwing the rock. So you'll take a -1 to your next throw while you're like in a short recovery time. But yeah, he dies. No more goblins. About this time, conveniently, for plot reasons, the some of the other army is finally like making its way through this gate. They've like fought their way up the passageway, and there's a handful of like ones filtering through, and like you said, it's kind of become a competition, and so you see three orcs, two minotaurs, and a dwarf sort of
Walk into a bar.
spill into the pavilion, and the lead orc is like, it's like, ha! I made it first. Orcs are the superior race, and then there's like claims of cheating and pushing and whatever, not being honorable, and then they see you guys like, and so one of them is like, it's like, oh, when'd you guys get here?
We've never been here. We're your imagination.
Oh, and also, Ted was with you guys the whole time?
Agnar proudly proclaims, "We got here to judge you."
Ted didn't do shit.
Yeah. So you,
Ted's fired.
so you look over and Ted's like fiddling with the sword like holster, and he seems to not be able to get it open. And he looks up and he's like, "Oh,
Yep.
it's stuck."
I hate you so much right now.
He says, could one of you help me?
Nope.
It's the clasp. There's something wrong with it. I think it's broken. I think it got bent when I was riding on the dragon. Anyone of you a blacksmith, by chance?
I can tinker with stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I have experience.
Yeah. So
I go up and offer my services.
yeah. I roll a wisdom.
This is the first time I think I've ever rolled a wisdom in this game. Oh, look at that wisdom!
Yeah. You just noticed that there's like a pin that's like slightly bent that's causing it not to open.
Man, I was hoping I was have to use my cup chuck juice lubrication to get it out.
Well,
All right, I pull the pin and we get it out.
Yeah. You hold the pin. He's like, yo, thanks, Godrin. That's awesome. Cool. And he pulls it out and he's like, Excalibur! And he's like, are there any goblins left? I'll fight them. I got it. Oh, okay. And he just slides it back in the holster and he says, next time, guys. Next time. Sorry. So anyways, you guys are up there. Yeah, and so there's still sort of like the magic altar thing going on. What are you doing?
Clancy's gonna cast a spell.
Yeah.
With a 10, I cast a spell magic on the magic.
No, the fountain suddenly stops like glowing and being magical.
And then Clancy steps on it.
Yeah. When you step on it, can you roll discern realities? Yeah. Okay.
8.
Yeah. You notice there seems to be like a lever inside the well basin of the fountain. You don't know what it does. You didn't discern that enough to know that, but you see that there's a lever.
What do you think, guys? Should we pull the lever, Kronk?
Yes. Pull the lever.
Alright, Agnar pulls the lever.
Yeah. So as soon as you pull the lever, you hear like a click and what sounds like heavy gears, and then suddenly these four panels start to like move back, opening up to what seems to be like a large staircase down into the mountain.
Mist immediately goes down them.
Cool.
Agnar starts singing Far Under the Misty Mountain.
Yeah. Ted's like, whoa, secret passage. maybe like a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel, and he starts singing. Uh, and he's like, "Whoa, oh, sorry." There used to be like this play that we had in Wakanda about these like people. Um, uh, there was this one guy who could use all these elements, and he was called the Icon. Um, anyways, whoa, hey, so like, should the army come too? Yeah, is that what we're doing?
Clancy's gonna look back and be like, "Take a good rest. This is the first of many fights.
Many of the
Today we achieve victory."
many of the army are now spilling into that pavilion from the gate as they're just sort of like pushing their way through. Um, so, um, so Ted's like, so don't go down the staircase or.
We're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
You get everyone rested. I'm gonna send y'all somewhere else too.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys start descending the giant staircase, and maps are a thing that people have. So, there's nothing of like any major like of note. It's like a cave, but it's like well lit. It seems to be formed by crafted hands. It does seem to be old. And after maybe 2 or 3 hours, you spill out into a place, if it will load. Here we go. Yep. So, and then let's move the map around. Where's it at? Yep. So, where we go? Here we go. You spill out sort of into like a cave entrance that comes out sort of right here on the back end of what looks like a goblin stronghold.
Well, this is lovely. Who's the sneakiest of us?
Definitely Ted.
Definitely not Ted.
What status?
I
is that on?
volunteers tribute.
Actually, yeah, that would probably make
In that
sense.
case, I cast a spell. And now Mist is invisible.
Cool. He's like the mist. Whew.
Yeah,
Haha.
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and me and you are still telepathically linked, so you could just like relay info.
Yes, we are. So what do you want me to do? You want me to just go in there and look at some shit?
Yeah, look around, see if we can find the head, I guess.
Alright, I do that.
Yeah. As soon as you start crossing the bridge, you start seeing like a multitude of goblins. They are just everywhere. It's almost like a very bustling town. At first glance, you see that there could potentially be, hundreds, if not a few thousand goblins in this town. As you're passing, you see a lot of encampment type fixtures, barracks, pavilions. You can see sort of a large building in the back over here that looks, kind of official. What are you looking for? Where do you want to go?
I'm looking for the leaders. Looking for the head honcho.
Right. So obviously, up towards this building seems the most official.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah. As you get closer and closer to this tent, you start feeling like a pressure, uh, like almost like a gravitational force, kind of like pushing it down on you as you get closer.
Cool. I keep going.
Cool. All right. Um, so as you get up to the entrance, um, do you want to do anything?
No, I want to go inside and see who the fuck's in there.
Okay. Soon
Except
as
that I'm telling Danny everything that I'm seeing,
right.
play by play.
Yeah. Um, so as soon as you go to cross the threshold of the building, um, you one of the stepstones that you step on sinks in, and a cage drops down around you. Now,
Nope, I get to act first. I never get caught by surprise. Sorry,
okay,
buddy.
all right. What do you do?
I jump the fuck out of the way,
Yeah.
invisibly.
So a cage falls, and then suddenly the whole tent seems alert. Goblins start spilling out of it, and are looking around, checking the cage. Um, and there's a lot of uh, poking at the air with spears and whatnot. What are you doing?
They're all occupied with that shit, so I'm going to hop up and look inside these holes. I want to see who's in this fucking thing.
Okay. All right. So roll a dex for doing that in a way that's stealthy and not noisy.
Yep, that happens.
All right. Yeah. So you peer inside the tent, and there is this sort of grayish white looking goblin, larger than the rest, and
Lord of the Rings.
he
Does he
he
have a sword for an arm?
no, he does not.
No. Does
Um,
he? Does he have armor stapled to his body in some way, shape, or form?
no, it's more like mage. It's more like tattered mage robes.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so and this seems like the goblin that was described to you that attacked your town. Um, and also, there's a vague familiarness to it. Roll another discern realities for me.
Never do fucking discern realities. Alright, let me fucking find my shit here. Where are you? I know I have it.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I have a ring of wisdom though. That's what I'm looking for. It's my shit got moved. You know, the whole update and stuff. Ah, there it is. 2 times a day, I get to increase my wisdom to +3. I choose this as 1 time.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you definitely recognize this from when you were fighting the 1,000 goblins. There was one sort of lead goblin in the back calling the shots, and you know this to be that goblin. Um, so, but anyways,
I'm laying to it in.
yeah. And so what you're witnessing, he's got what seems like a goblin harem around him, um, but
What?
but
If only we were so lucky.
what he's doing is he's taking the ladies from the harem, the goblin ladies. You assume they're ladies, anyways. Um, and he's drawing runes on them, and then just like weird shit is happening to them. And whenever something weird happens, he just sort of like chuckles, as the most random stuff. Like he carves on one, and she grows an extra arm, and he like carves on another one, and then she turns into a puddle of goo, and then he carves on another one, and like seemingly nothing happens, and then he bites her, and just like a piece of her comes off, like she's cotton candy, and so you just see all this weird shit happening inside the tent.
I relay that, and then I ask if there's anything else anyone would want me to look at before I come back. Hey, you know what? I got a better idea. I'm gonna coat my rapier in a poison.
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll on a backstab to this fuck because he can't see me.
Okay.
Cool. Damn. I have. Hold on now. I have a +3 that I've been holding for a while. I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it a 0. That's gonna make it an 8.
Yep.
So I'm making this happen. This is happening.
Okay. So you're
So that means I get a land on him, right?
so you're diving into the tent, right? That's what's happening, right?
I'm literally gonna drop on top of him and fucking stab him.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so you jump in. The minute your body clears like the threshold of the building, you become visible again. And also your telepathic link with Clancy seems to disappear.
Okay.
Yep. And so you land on him. You stab him. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Cool. Fantastic. So that's a 7. Before we move any further here, the poison that I put on my shit was the instant death poison that I had made a few times back, and it instantly kills anything with 100 HP or lower.
Yeah. Okay. He does not die.
Okay, but remember what we said: when this guy gets below 100
Yeah.
HP, he instantly dies.
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, you stab him, and he immediately grabs you off of his back, and like throws you down and pins you to the ground.
Okay.
And then a conclave of goblins surround you entirely. So meanwhile, outside, Clancy, you've just lost whatever connection you had to Mist. What are you thinking here?
I actually have a question
Yeah.
because I know this is the character that I made.
Yeah.
How does he have anything higher than like 28 HP?
Because he's been fortified by a demon lord at this point.
Okay.
Because you
As
turned
long
all.
as there's adequate reasoning.
Yeah. Because because
Like he at most the rune priest gets about 6 there. Hell.
Right. But so if you remember correctly, when we were doing that game, she basically offered like power and chaos to those if they would join her, and they all made that deal. So, so
I appreciate that you think I'd remember that game.
yeah, you're right. But it's there to listen to. You can always go back to it. It exists. So, anyways, so Clancy, you've just lost your link with Mist out there. You and the group. What are your thoughts?
Well, guys, go ahead and rush the front gate if you want. I'll be back. And I cast the spell.
Okay.
12, I shadow step to the army.
Okay. All right. So, and I think we'll close there for the night, and then we'll pick back up.
Real deal shit was about to happen.
Right. Well, we don't have time to resolve. I think everything that we need to resolve in the next, 20 minutes or whatever it is.
30 seconds.
15 minutes.
All I need.
So we will fade out with Mist basically having just been like surrounded in enemy territory all alone, cut off from everyone else, and Clancy stepping back to the army, and we'll pick up next week with what happens next. So,
Sounds good.
all right.
Sounds great.
Yeah, cool. All right.
That was fun, Michael.
Yeah. It's a little intense there at the end.
Nah, I ain't sweating it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's a boss,
Don't worry, I'll
so you
put
don't
on
get
all
wrecked
the
and
rings,
beat
and then
up by
the
rest of
power is mine.
Will
and
you
I'll go in there and save
summon Captain Planet?
Super
Yes.
steam powered,
Yeah.
super steam powered werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll zip right in there. I now have created lightning.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got him.
So yeah, that'll be our game for night. So, love to Brazil. Until next time.